Hey everybody, my name is Jake Kane and I want to welcome you to this next Niche Pursuits Insider Blueprint that we're calling Freeword Research. How to find great keywords without spending a dime. And the good news is you absolutely can do that. And I'm going to show you that today. I'm going to show you my favorite tools. I'm going to show you some tools that maybe you've never even heard of. And I think you'll come out of this with a lot of really good information and tools that you can start using right away to build out the content plan for your website. So let's get into it. What we're going to cover, first I'm going to talk about the general differences between free and paid tools. So what you can expect and kind of what you might not be getting in some of these tools that you could if you had to pay for a tool. But you know, there's a lot of really powerful stuff out there. So we'll start by looking at Ubersuggest, which is probably my favorite free keyword tool that uses Google suggestions and a few other things to pull in some great ideas about your keywords. Answer the Public is a close second. I use that tool even with access to paid tools. I still use it. It's a great way to get questions that people are asking on your topic. Google search tools, so things like Google Trends to see, you know, if maybe the keyword you're looking at is just a fad or if it's been popular over a long time or is it trending up or down, and some other things that Google gives you access to, like their keyword planner. Suvel or Souvle, if I'm feeling cool, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it is a pretty slick tool that shows you some suggestions based on not just Google data but also like Amazon and different things like that that can be really helpful. This one is got a cuss word in it, so if you stick around to this video you will hear me say the S word. I felt terrible about it, but the keyword crapper for now. It's a very simple, rudimentary looking tool, but it can be helpful if you're in the brainstorming process. The Keywords Everywhere browser extension, which is something I just learned about. I had never heard of it. Spencer told me about it, and I've been checking it out, and it's really cool. So I'll explain what that's all about later. Big time saver. And then there's a couple of extensions that you can add to your browser. One is the Moz Bar, the other is SEO Quake that we're going to take a look at, and these are both more about competitor analysis. So the rest of the tools that we'll be talking about up to that point are more about getting keyword ideas and finding out what people are searching for and how often it gets searched. These two we're going to look at, okay, what does the competition in Google look like right now? What's my likelihood of actually being able to rank for those keywords? And these are also very helpful. And then we'll wrap things up a little bit. So what are the differences between free and paid tools? First, competitor analysis I think is the biggest difference, maybe the biggest thing that you're lacking without a tool like Longtail Pro. And there's others out there. It's not just Longtail Pro. It's just the one that I've used the most. Of course, Spencer is the creator of Longtail Pro, which you may know. So that's part of the reason. But I was a customer before I worked for Spencer, so it's the tool that I feel most comfortable in. But it gives you a detailed competitiveness score, whereas you can get some of that scoring from Mozbar and the things that we're looking at. But it doesn't really sum it up for you. Longtail Pro really makes it easy to make those decisions quickly. Whereas the free tools, it'll give you the information, it'll tell you the authority, and you can see the number of backlinks and things like that, but you have to take all that information and kind of put it together yourself and make a decision, which is a little bit more difficult when you're first starting out. If you don't have a lot of experience. So just something to be thinking about. Competitor spying, this is a big one. SEMrush is another tool that we pay for. It lets you see the keywords that your competitors are ranking for. This is usually where I start nowadays if I want to get a keyword plan, as I go look at sites that I kind of want to emulate that I'm going to be competing against, and I say, hey, what are they ranking for today? And I go down that list and find things that are lower competition that I can rank for too. So I don't think there's any free tools that really do that. You can get a free account with SEMrush and get some limited results there. I think maybe a couple searches a day or something. So you can do some of that, but not a ton of it. And then add-on features. So like some paid tools include where you can do like rank tracking to see where you're at in the search engines, and other add-on features that help you track your progress and how things are going. So that's something you would probably expect from a paid tool that you're probably not going to find in too many free tools. Maybe some basic rank tracking available, but you know what, it's not essential. It's just a nice to have in my opinion, so you don't need that. Another key difference, of course, is price. Obviously, free tools are free. So, they allow you to get content ideas when you don't have any money to spend. So I'm certainly not knocking. I mean, hopefully you're watching this blueprint. Maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you don't have the money to spend on a paid tool. Maybe you just want to see if you can avoid paying for tools that you're already paying for. You can do a lot of damage with free tools, and that's what I'm going to show you. So you definitely can build. It is not a prerequisite to be successful to have a paid tool. Paid tools are nice to have. They can save you some time. They could do some nice little extras, but it's not essential. I could go out today just having some experience and done it a little bit. I'm confident that I could go out with the example we're going to look at today. We're going to use an idea that you guys gave me in the Facebook group. We're going to use massage tables. So I'm going to take just the idea, if I was building an authority site about massage and all the different massage tools and techniques and stuff like that, that's what I'm going to use for my running example. Like, I'm confident by the end of this that I could build out a really good site about massage and probably do pretty well with it without paying any money for tools. So it absolutely can be done. And then maybe the last one is time saving. So many paid tools do help you find and filter the best ideas very quickly. As you'll see with some of this stuff, especially on the analysis side, it's a lot of one at a time. You're looking at it, whereas you might be able to do things in bulk a little bit easier with a paid tool. But that's okay. If you're in a position where you've got the time, you can hustle a little bit, sacrifice some time for saving that money that you may or may not even have yet. It's worth it, get you off the ground rolling. So with that said, on the next videos, we're going to break it down and basically do one tool at a time. So the first one up is going to be Uber Suggest. So head on over to the next lesson and we'll dive into that and I'll show you how to use it.